So I know SOGI terminology can seem a bit complex when you're just starting and learning about these issues for the first time. There's a few things that I always say. First of all, it's important to learn the basics. So language changes from person to person sometimes, but there's some terms that kind of apply across the board. I always like to start at the beginning, which is when a baby is born, often we look down at their genitals and we decide based on that whether that child is going to be a boy or a girl, right? So we assign that child a gender.
And we know, in fact, that there is middle ground, that many people are born as intersex, which means that they have characteristics of both male and female. So if there is middle ground anatomically, surely there's also middle ground in terms of our own individual understandings of our gender. And so that's where the concept of gender identity comes to.
Being cisgender is a term that we use to refer to people whose gender that they were assigned at birth is the same as the gender that they currently identify with. So transgender people, unlike cisgender people, have a gender identity or a gender that isn't the same as the gender that they were assigned at birth.
So it's important to see gender as a spectrum.
So non-binary students are students who identify outside of sort of our traditional gender categories, right? So usually we think of boys and girls or men and women. And non-binary students are students who identify either in between or outside of these categories.